hello, hello, hello. Here we are again. Brr, hot beverage. Hey. See if there's anybody out there. Oh, Luna's in. Hello. It's just me and you at the minute. How do we do this? Is there anything happening on the old twits? I don't know. Where is everybody? Has it done a thing? Hey, Livestream, ahoy! Absolutely. That's good to know. Oh, good, that's gone out then. Anyone else out there? Is it just me and Lenny and Luna? Is it just us? I think it's just us at the moment. Hey. Oh, we're actually streaming to Facebook tonight. Hello, Facebook. It worked this week. It hasn't been working for the last few weeks. So we got Facebook, we got the Twitch, we have Periscope. I know we get a lot of viewers on Periscope, and of course the YouTubes. Please, wherever you are, we need questions. Ah, Renee's in. Lenny says he's in the American countryside taking care of the puppies. That's good to know. That's good to know. Someone's got to take care of the puppies. Pit bulls. Oh, that's a shame. Boo, pit bulls. But yeah, that's a good thing. That'll do your mental health the world of good. Have an animal. Yeah, maybe if I do that. Fasano's in. He's back in the live stream. He's back for being away for a while even. Well, welcome back. Obviously he'll let you out of prison early. And Baz, oh, there's always one, isn't there? Bass something says hi from Spain. Hola, as they say in Spain. Yes, for I am a cunning linguist. Oh dear. Very cold out tonight. Very cold. Brr. Not as cold as last night, but still very cold. Very, very cold. Anyone else out there? Anyone else? Make yourself known. He said. Talk amongst yourselves. Just do some house maintenance. There we go. Right, okay. That means I can see. Did I hear about Ozzy getting Parkinson's? It's not Parkinson's. It's Parkin 2. I think it said. It's a mild form of Parkinson's. To paraphrase Larry David, the good Parkinson's. Curb Your Enthusiasm, it returned, but we've got to wait for it to arrive in the UK, unfortunately. We always get it late. It's not fair. Mind you, if you've watched any of the Osbournes reality TV shows, you know that he's had the shakes for many years. Thing is they couldn't tell. They had to dry him out first. Payne's in. He says evening Payne. Evening. Oh dear. Ooh. Well, it's a bit of a quiet one. There's no one around. It makes me wonder if everyone's missing. We had a good week last week. It was quite busy, wasn't it? Sean says, good to see Music Go Round back. Yes, I suppose I better talk about that, because in my infinite wisdom I've brought back Music Go Round on its own channel, and it's good because I've only got 80 subscribers at the moment, so it's nice and quiet, and so that means that the subscriber view count ratio is perfect. It's just right. So anyway, is that it? I think this is the link to the channel, because I haven't got hardly any subscribers. I haven't got a personal channel name yet. I need to get to like 100 subscribers to get the channel name done properly. So so there you go there. Exeter says, the groove been chilly. Green says, still like Abbey Road remix. It's alright. Payne says, any chance for a Kate Bush music go around series? Absolutely, absolutely. Lenin says, I've been to a ton of concerts, but I've never gone to a festival. Me neither. No, I've never been interested. Bass says, I've been thinking about getting the Pink Floyd's commercial box sets, but I'm not completely sure if it's a good money inversion. What do you think? Spend it on prostitutes instead. Honestly, no. Not worth it. Look, it's not worth it. None of it's worth it. Give your money to me instead, and I can buy more guitars. Though we do have, because if you watch the Doctor Who reviews, we have the reaction cam installed. There you go, the reaction cam. That's what you want. Dug out my old Logitech, because I've got 2 Logitech webcams, and I thought, wow, I can set it up as the second camera again. I found it in the desk, so I can very quickly go reaction cam, and then go back again. Oh, that cheers me up. It really does. It really makes me happy. But if you, I don't know if you noticed, but look, we've been doing the Who on Music Go Round. We're doing all these lovely albums again, doing it all again, and then I'll do the Beatles again. We're doing all the classic rocks. We're doing them. We're going to do the Beatles, the Stones. Get some Hendrix in there, Cream. We're doing the classic rock stuff rather than that crappy, boring prog shit. So it should be fun. Well, I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if anybody else is. It's good because nobody knows I'm there at the moment. Only the diehards. So it's nice and chill. You know, it's nice and quiet. I like it. It's cool having 58 views on a video. I'm not used to it. Well, other than my music vids, because nobody wants to watch those either. It's a good job I don't care about this stuff. I do it for the lulz, I think. I'd rather be doing this anyway. The live streams are good fun. You've got to do the things you enjoy, haven't you, really? But I've been meaning to do it, because it didn't quite work with because everyone comes for the Pink Floyd box sets, but they don't watch the Music Go Rounds and then the Doctor Who people. Again, I've got to do a separate channel for Doctor Who reviews. It's all you've got to separate everything, sift it out, put everything on its own dedicated channel. Because that's how YouTube works now. You can't have varied content on your channel because apparently they don't like that. They want everything to be, compartmentalised. So there you go. Pink says hello. I say hello back. And as things happen, hanging slightly to the left. It's just the way it goes, if you know what I mean. Ajax is late. Well, I'm sorry. That's not my fault. It's YouTube. Oh, there you go. Stygos is in. He says, looking forward to your review of my favourite album, The Who Sell Out. Yeah, that's tomorrow, isn't it? I think the Who Sell Out's one of my faves. That's tomorrow if anyone's interested at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So got that one locked and loaded. I've done some more today, and I'm just going to keep stacking them up and putting them up and just doing it. Should be good. Where are we? Payne says Simon says we need some more cooking videos. Nah, I'm not bothering with that. Because people come on and they tell me I'm doing it all wrong. But no one complains here. Everybody eats my food. I've never killed anyone. No one's died. But I don't know. Problem with the internet, it's full of arseholes. So I'm just doing the stuff I enjoy. Green says we need Genesis immersion box sets. We already did that. We already got them. We already got them years ago. So no, But you never know when it's the band's 50th anniversary. Oh wait a minute, that was 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago now. Ah, okay then. Do the whole stream on reaction cam. It's a bit low. I might hurt my back. Andrew says hello. Beef art? No, I'm not doing beef art. Pink says, watched your American Utopia on Broadway review today. I hope they put the video out of it soon. I got the vinyl the other day of that, and I listened to it on vinyl because I had to pre-order the vinyl and I got the download and it's boring. But I listened to the vinyl. I finally got the vinyl and I listened to it, and it sounds even better on vinyl. It's a really good live album. Really good mix of material. Really enjoyable. Really uplifting stuff. So yeah. Well, you like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, but I do hope they put out a DVD or whatever. Cosnick's enjoying the Who reviews. That's good to know. Fasano says 3 awesome Who albums you can have on the wall. Where can I pick up the frames? Oh, they always ask, and then I post the link, and they go, "Oh, that's expensive." I got them when they were on sale many years ago. But I will dig out the link for you. Is it frames? Frames? Will that help? Here we go. Maybe they're on offer this time. Ah, that's it. They've reduced the price. Wow, if I had money, I'd buy some more. But these are at a good price at the moment, and these are the ones I use. They're good because they've got a I don't know if you can see. Look, they open, and so you can easily get the album out and put the album back again, or swap it around without any fuss. A lot of the other ones you have to kind of take the back off. So these are great for just mixing them up and taking stuff out. They're really good. And do you know what? I might treat myself to 3 more. Yeah, we could have like walls. We could have a wall. Maybe if I got rid of all that shit, I could have albums on the back here as well. That'd be cool. I'd have more space in the corner then. That'd be good. But anyway, did I post the link? Oh, I don't know if anyway, here's the link again. I'll do it again just in case I haven't, because I'm old and forgetful. Frames. Knock yourself out. There you go. Right, where are we? What is the blue circle of light? It is. Well, I can now do this, you see, because we have the reaction cam. See, this is the good part. I can go. It is this. It is the Behringer X-Touch controller, which I use with Logic, and it's fully motorized and stuff, and it allows me to do stuff and control things, and it allows me to like cutting off microphone, and that's that. Clever, isn't it? But nobody wants that angle. That's not a good angle, and especially as the. Wait a minute. Let's. Where's the button? Where's the button gone? There we go. That's better. So that's what that is, and I use that because my eyesight's not very good when it comes to using Logic Pro, because I'm getting old. That's why I sold all my gear, because I can't bloody see anything anymore, and I'm fed up with, and that's why we're doing everything in software now. The new album is coming along nicely. I've got another tune I need to record. I mean, I could demo it. I could play you it, because I could do that with the extra camera. It's clever, that. But yeah, I've got the doing some new songs, which is nice. I've been entertaining myself. Got new guitars, because I've sold gear, loads of gear, and I'm still selling gear. Probably going to sell the old Jethro Tull sets as well, because I want some more money. So that'd be good. Oh, maybe I won't, or maybe I'll get rid of those King Crimson box sets. What do you reckon? What should go? Tull or Crimson? Tull or Crimson? Tull, Crimson, Tull, Crimson. But yeah, I'm having a good old clear out, because I need to. Well, I'm having a midlife crisis again. Oh, I keep getting these persistent eye infections, which is not good. It's called blepharitis, and it's linked to rheumatism, funny enough, which explains my finger. And look at this one. This one goes around corners. Can you see that? This one's giving me jip now, and I don't. You can see just how bendy that is. But then all my fingers are a bit bendy. I mean, look at that. Look how that bends. It's not right, is it? Fingers shouldn't bend like that. It's amazing I can even play guitar with a finger that points in the completely wrong direction. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's not right, is it? But yeah, I've got a touch of something in my fingers. I mean, this one gives me jip all the time. But I'm on cod liver oil tablets, and that seems to be helping. It helps me with hip, helping with my back, because I'm getting some trouble with my lower spine and my fingers. So I'm gradually falling apart. But you don't want to hear about that. But no, I keep getting these terrible eye things, and it's really sore, and I keep bathing it, and salt water washes. It's lovely. I refuse to go to the doctors. I refuse until I fall over. But there, that's what the controller is. Luna says, one box set I fell in love with. Can you guess what it is? Is it something to do with Hawkwind? And he's off. He's going to have something to eat. Ryan says, love the Who, but they didn't do humour much, did they? Yeah, you just got to look for it. You got to look for it. Songs like Dogs, Tattoo, Squeeze Box. You know, the Who sell out, for Christ's sake. There's lots of stuff on there. You know, Mary Ann with the shaky hand. A quick one. Do I need to go on? I mean, crikey, this one's called Meaty, Beaty, Big and Bouncy, for Christ's sake. How much humour do you want? I did a song called Fiddle about child molestation. The Who didn't do humour. Oh boy. Kinks are better than Who? Nah. Ray Davies can't sing. He just talks everything, and it gets boring after a while. Don't get me wrong, I like the Kinks, and I like stuff. Of course, I like Village Green, of course, but it wears out. The shtick wears out. Whereas the Who are just underrated, I think. Totally underrated band. Where are we? Pete Cushion's watching Pimple Popper. That's nice. And listening to me. Great. I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment or not. I'm not sure where to go with that. Record Spinner says, Darren, big fan, thank you. I run a vinyl collecting channel. I'd like to do a 3 pressing comparison. Since GGM is hands-on with their copyrights, any suggestions? First suggestion, hashtag fucking Crimson. Do what you want, I don't care, don't ask me. I have no interest in that organisation. Yeah, you can do a comparison, but they will claim it. But they won't strike you. They only strike me because they want to censor me, because I am a man of authority. People listen to what I say, and so they want to silence me. You know, that's fair enough. All right, Bob. All right, Declan. All right, Dave. Wasn't it terrible? Dave Singleton, he got his Facebook account hacked and taken down because they posted lots of naughty stuff on there. And that a shame. That happened after what they did to me. See that down there? That's called God pays debts without money. Darren works in mysterious ways. Have I ever told you the story of my bully at school? I had this bully at school, and he used to pick on me. He was a little fella. He had small man issues. You know the small man always picks on the tall man. And I was the tallest in the class, and he used to pick on me. And I used to say, "Come on, Jason, stop it. This is ridiculous. We're not enemies." And he'd go, "No." And eventually, I remember it was I think it might have been a religious education lesson. We had this big Jesuit priest, 6'5" Scottish priest, dog collar and everything, and he said, "What are you doing there, man? He's gonna beat you up. Look, Darren's a way bigger than you. Stop being an idiot." And Jason left me alone. But every so often have a little pop, and then fast forward years into the future, and it was the Olympics, and I'm sitting watching the Olympics, and David Coleman comes on and goes, "David Coleman," and he he announces that Jason Livingston has been pulled from the running for drugs violation. I think, Jason Livingston, that rings a bell. Yeah, it was the guy that used to bully me. On the eve of his gold medal run, he got pulled for taking drugs and his career was ruined. And then I realised that God pays debts without money. So don't get on my bad side, because things will go wrong for you. I have another example, but I don't know if I can tell you it here, because it's a bit scary, that one. I've got loads of examples of people doing me wrong and coming a cropper. But then you'd think I'm some kind of witch. Ugh. No, it's just what goes around comes around. Karma's a bitch. But there you go. But no, do what you want. They'll leave you alone. They'll claim your video. You'll have a copyright claim on it. You can live with that. They won't copyright strike you. And yeah, do what you want. They'll leave you alone unless you put your name as Darren Locke. Then they will take you down to Chinatown and rip you a new arsehole. Where are we? Peachy Parasite says, Darren, who could play Captain Ahab in a Moby Dick? Moby Dick? It's my nickname, isn't it? Adaptation. Well, you've had Gregory Peck. I think, what's his name? Jean-Luc Picard played it at one point, didn't they? I don't know, me? Maybe I could do it. Just need the wooden leg. I don't know. I still like the old black and white version with Gregory Peck in it and everything. A lot of people think it's not very good, but I think it's superb. You know, it gets the tone right. It's a very, again, Moby Dick is probably the greatest book ever written, and it gets, you know, there's a lot of history and, you know, truth in it, because Melville, you know, worked the whaling ships and was there, and you get history, you get biology, you get all sorts of stuff, religion. It's, you know, it's an amazing book to read. And to properly do the story, you probably need to make a 6-hour film. Get Peter Jackson involved. But yeah, I don't know. They'd probably cast Hugh Jackman in it and make it a musical, wouldn't they? Ajax says, yes, look what happened to the Isle of Wight when they tried to charge £3. They pulled the fences down. That's right. That's those damn dirty hippies wanting everything for free, and those dirty hippies grew up to be the champions of industry we know today. And look how society turned out. Oh crap! Don't risk it with DGM. They always win. No, they don't win. They just use the rules illegally. He'll be fine. He's not me. You know, unless he's me, and then there's a handful of other people that they've taken down. Again, there's lots of stuff out there that you guys don't even know about. I mean, I've known about this for years. They use their shitty little legal arm grey zone to put cease and desist letters into people who have websites, perfectly legal websites that don't host any pirated material, you know, and then they strong arm you into stopping that, and then they use that information in their own works. They go, yoink, they're the pirate, and they're funny. Shocking that, and they're funny. You know, and there was that time when, you know, this friend of mine, he had his site, you know, taken down, and then Fripp used his pictures that he'd taken in Japan on his own blog posts and everything, without any creditation to the original photographer, because that's what they're like. These people are ethical businessmen. No, they're not. They're a bunch of shifty shitbags. All right. Shifty shitbags. That's why he's got the arsehole with the Bowie estate, because I've got a feeling that someone at the rights authority were paying him when they shouldn't have been, and you know, and Bowie's estate was looking through the books and thinking, why is Fripp getting paid for this? And they closed him down, and now they want it restored. It's not about money though. It's about principle. Remember that. It's always about principle and not about money, because Fripp's rich enough. He doesn't need the money. It's about principle. Because when you listen to Heroes, which wasn't a hit when it was first out, it's only in time that it's become a popular song. You know, it didn't do very well back in the 70s. It's only now, you know, with history and the falling of the Berlin Wall, that it's become an anthem. and now he wants to be recognised for it. But nobody listens to that and think, oh, that's Robert Fripp. Robert Fripp's heroes, do they? The same as when you hear fashion, you don't think, oh, that's Robert Fripp's fashion. Oh, you gads. Oh, I've still got a bee in my bonnet over that, but fuck them all. Thought Fam says, do you ever do a video dedicated to showing us your vinyl collection? I've been showing my fucking vinyl. Look, what am I doing now? I'm not one of those people that goes, hey, look at my, look, it's boring, it's willy waving, right? If you saw my vinyl collection, you'd be very bored by it, okay? It is boring. Boring. Cushion says, do you have a list of Steve Davis? No, because he's boring. Remember Steve Interesting Davis? Yeah, look at all the knobs, keys and buttons. Oh, these Keith Richards fingers. I better give them back to him then. Oh dear, I'm terrible. Who said that? It's good. I like that one. Fasana says, cheers for Penguin Cafe review. It's on my shopping list. Good for you. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do that on Music Go Round. It's going to be great. I'm going to do loads of videos that no one's going to watch. I didn't mention the YouTube algorithm. You're not allowed to complain about the YouTube algorithm because the people that have got like 100,000 subscribers, that say people that complain about the algorithm are just moaning because their content isn't very good. It's true. It's true. It's all true. It's because I don't steal other people's content and put pictures in and sit in front of a green screen and have other people's video footage and pictures flying by just to keep the children entertained. Show them something shiny and flashy. They're like fucking jackdaws, aren't they? And that's it. Here's your 500,000 views. Half the stuff's cribbed off of fucking Wikipedia. Some of the shit that's out there for musical analysis. Oh, don't get me going. Oh, I'm bitter and twisted. I just find it funny. I find it incredibly boring and incredibly funny because it's facile. You know, it's facile. Cribbed from Wikipedia. Payne says, I wonder how many people have signed up to the upcoming Guitar Circle cult. Remember, never trust a crafty. Never trust a crafty. Yeah, it's that's an odd one, isn't it? Do check out Eric Tam's book about that. Fripp hates it, so it must be worth reading. Bass says, what do you think about the evolution of prog rock? Nowadays there are too many bands that sound like a bad remake of Porcupine Tree. Got it in one, my son. He speaks the truth. This guy we can trust. There's no such thing as prog rock anymore. It's all fucking boring. The stuff that is progressive and interested in doesn't fall into that remit. You know, so that's why I listen to Penguin Cafe and Portico Quartet, and you know, I mean, take David Byrne. We talk about American Utopia. Just go and watch one of the videos. There are many videos on YouTube of his live show. That's progressive. That fuses, you know, wow, what does it fuse? Music, rock music, choreography, drums. Yes, more drummers than King Crimson, and it sounds better too. It doesn't sound like a, you know, one-man band falling down the stairs. Boom, boom, ching, boom, 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 boom. 3 drummers. What a load of bullshit that is. Oh dear. Tortoise had 3 drummers. Go and watch them when they have 3 drummers. You can actually hear what they're playing instead of one guy just hitting a cymbal. Simon Hussey says, hi Darren, great to join you from Australia. Wish Phil and Peter from Genesis would record something. Exactly. They should have done an album together. Should have done an album. Them and Kate Bush. They should all got together, shouldn't they? Pink says, I looked for your Made in Heaven review and it's not re-uploaded. It was a short one. Oh, well, you've got to wait for music go round. I'm sure I'll cover Queen on there as well. I won't worry about it. It'll all get done again. Ajax says, I know what you mean. I bought last Ray Davies single, Americana, a great song, but Ray sounds awful. Yeah, but he doesn't sing, he talks. He's always talked. He's a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Waterloo Sunset. Yeah, it's just him talking. He doesn't actually sing. So there you go. I've now busted another myth for you there. I've now blown your collective minds. Yep, all the Music Go Round reviews are lost, so that's why we're doing them again. Beatles, it's going to be great. Why did I do this? Why? Nah, it's for the best. I mean, it can get taken away from you at any time, so it's best to kick the chair away yourself. You know what I mean? If you're next in the noose, who would you rather kick the chair away, yourself or some fucker? It's going to always be me, you know. So there you go. Yep, Crimson just needs Master Live. Absolutely, that was one of the most shameful things I saw when I saw them live. Is poor old Pat, you know, just hitting a cymbal. It's like seeing a sad old bear at the zoo going around in circles chasing its own tail and then rocking in the corner. It was like that, it was. Horrid. But there you go. Andrew says, did you ever review the band Pulp? Yes, I did. It's not merry-go-round, it's music go round. Get it right. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'll be doing them again as well. And Supergrass. All my favourites. And Blur. Liam says, shame about Neil Peart. Yep, but I'm still here. There's always an upside. Do I like to write Robert Palmer's music? It's alright. I like the hits, I suppose. Pinks is off to eat. Oh God, Cushion's doing the dad jokes again. For someone says, have the folks in the KC camping bother again? No, they don't bother me because I'm not doing anything. I wasn't doing anything for like 4 or 5 years, and then stupidly thinking it was the 50th anniversary, and they might actually have grown up a bit, you know, so they're being little boys. But the bad man, he put his videos up. But no, I'm just slagging them off because why not? Why not? Let's call them the cunts that they are. What are they going to do? Claim this video? Just speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. You see, the thing is, right, is, again, they've dangled the old Ian Wallace crap over me for years. I no longer care. I no longer feel bad about it. It's great because they've taken any fucking meaning away from it. Because, again, last time I looked, I was on good terms with his widow, and that's all that I need to fucking care about, because I don't fucking care about them. Right? We made our peace, so they can all go and fuck off. Okay? Made the peace. I apologised. They can all fuck off. But there's a whole aspect to the story that I've never spoken about, and I won't spoke about because Ian Wallace isn't here. So I'm always going to look the cunt, you know. So if you knew the whole story, you'd understand why what happened, you know, and that's it. And I'm not saying any more. I wish I could, but because I'm a man of principle, you know, not like some other people, I will never talk about it, you know. Only the missus knows what really happened and my reasons and why it was a mistake. And that's that. And they can all fuck off. They can all fuck off. Because guess what? Don't have to ride the nostalgia train. Because I can always write another song. King Crimson can't, Robert Fripp can't, but I can always put out another record of really shitty guitar music. I can always do it. I can keep on doing it. But those people are creatively bankrupt. Again, there's a great interview recently by Bruford, and he goes, these bands, they're good for the nostalgia trip. He said, put them in a room and get them to try and write new music, and they can't. All hell breaks loose. Go find that interview. It's a pointed rebuttal of bands like Yes and King Crimson, and that's why we should kiss the feet of Bill Bruford, for he's a man who speaks the truth and was always the smartest one in the band, in both bands. But no, I like to have a bitch. I like to have a bitch and complain, because why not? Why not? Why not? You know, Oh, I wonder when the documentary's going to come out. Oh, but that's going to be fun. Would I do Coldplay? No. My brother-in-law likes Coldplay. That's all you need to know. Oh dear. Andrew says, thoughts on Aussie having Parkinson's disease? It's not Parkinson's, it's Parkinson. Parkinson? Parkin2. I heard her talking about it. I heard Mrs. Osborne going on about it on the news tonight. Oh, it's amazing he's still fucking alive, isn't it, really? Payne says, whenever you say but I'm still here, I laugh every time, even after Pert's sad death. Well, that's the joke. I'm not trying to take it. Yeah, it's sad he's died, you know, but come on, we're all still here, you know. There's again, and the funny thing, I've been saying it for years, and Larry David used that joke in Curb Your Enthusiasm, where his friend's parrot died, and he texts him, says, don't worry, I'm still here. And it's like, you bastard, that's my joke. But there you go, it goes around, doesn't it? Simon says he loves the new music around, fresh start. Exactly, let's all start again. Let's all start again. It is, you know, it is what it is. Ajax says, looking forward to new Peter Jackson. Let it be, yeah. It's going to be interesting. Look what he did with the World War One footage. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, we do Suede. We did Suede on Music Go Around. Oh, Phil Spector's mix is awful, absolutely appalling. Again, it's not an album I go to, but when I did go back to it, when I did those Beatles reviews, it made me realise why I don't listen to it, because it sounds like it was recorded in a fucking cardboard box. It's appallingly badly produced, really dead recording. Horrible, horrible. I'm not going to do... No, I'm not going to really do a lot of Suede. Suede's boring. They had their moment, and that's that. Oh, horrible. Horrible. Linda says, what about music going for mandatory speeches? Yeah, we did them. I'll do them again. Yep. Yeah, what's his name? He went off on a bridge. He's working in a bar in Spain, apparently. But hey, I'm still here. But yeah, fun old business that, wasn't it? But yeah, we can do the Manics. But the problem with the Manics is they got really boring. Again, they're another one who were off their time. Again, a lot of the Britpop bands, you know, they had their moment and they shuffled off, and that's how it should be. Ryan says, watch Darkest Hour. Gary Oldman as Churchill, amazing. Never seen it? Nah. Oh, I like the Gorillas. Everyone loves the Gorillas. Absolutely. We can do that. We can do everything. We'll do it all. It's going to be great. We'll do everything. It's just going to take a long time, that's all. It'll take a long time. Oh, Stago says, you might not like Zappa, but a huge documentary is coming. That interests you? Oh yeah, I mean, I'll watch that. Yeah, I'm always interested in documentaries about musicians, even if I don't like them. You know, even if it's about, I know, the Eagles or Grateful Dead, I'll sit and watch it, because I like to see how bands, you know, how the dynamic works. You know, how it all fits together. But you know. I like Hot Rats. I bought the pink vinyl version of Hot Rats. Doesn't that get me a pass from the Zappa fans? The problem is that Zappa isn't as important as his fans like to think. You know, that's it. He's only big in little parts of America and the Netherlands, and that's about it really, because they smoke a lot of dope. That's all. That's it. You go out on the street. You go on the streets of London. And to say Frank Zappa, and they'll go, was it a new computer game? Mind you, if you say the Beatles, they'll say, what's the Beatles? You know, because rock and roll is dead. It's dead and dying. That's why Queen are doing another tour and touring Australia and keeping it going. And we've got some coins from the Royal Mint release this week because they're there plugging away, making sure they don't get forgotten, like Jimi Hendrix. Who? Exactly. Not the Who. Jimi Hendrix or Cream. Remember them? No, nobody does. Because as the old rockers die, the band's legacy dies with them and they'll get forgotten. Again, Elvis Presley is a good example. You know, years ago, Elvis Presley memorabilia was worth a fortune, right? Now it's worth jack shit because nobody cares, nobody is interested. So sell your King Crimson records while you can. Yeah. Because one day they're going to be worthless. Worthless. Music go around for hip hop? Absolutely. Absolutely. What's my favourite album from 1970 needs a 50th anniversary release? I don't know. Don't really care. It'll be shit. Oh, let me look. Top albums of 1970. Top albums of 1970. Not 1980, 1970, you twat. 100 best albums of the 1970s from Pitchfork, whatever that is. Oh, in at 100. That's the 70s, not 1970. Oh no, because that's not right. That's no good to me. Best albums of 1970. Here we go. Best ever albums. Apparently, this is a thing. Yeah. Oh, we want to do Cookie. At number 1, Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Bloody hell. Well, Bridge Over Troubled Water's being reissued on gold vinyl, so I'm going to pick that up, maybe, but I won't listen to it because it'll remind me of my father. So in at 1, or we should do this revert. Oh god, there's 94 pages. We can't do that. I'll be here all night. There's 938 albums to look at. Oh fuck. Moondance by Van Morrison. No, go away. Let it be. Let it be. They got Black Sabbath again. Can't be in here twice. That's cheating. Atom Heart Mother by the Floyd. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Live at Leeds. Ah, here's one. It's got to be Tim Buckley's Star Sailor because it has Song to the Siren on it. There you go. There we go. We have a winner. For Simon says, are Crimson touring in 2020? Of course they are. Of course they are. Got to pay for the lawyers to fund the Bowie fight. Oh fuck, they'll hate me for saying that. Watkins says, Let It Be had some nice moments, but it was a very inconsistent album. Abbey Road is so much better, indeed. He also Watkins also likes the Queen design for the new coin. It's very good. Linda says, you know what English band I like that never got used? The Stone Roses. Oh, we're massive over here. What are you talking about? Yeah. I want to be adored. Yeah, I remember that one. We used to call them Headbutt the Lemon. Don't ask. Sargozi says, the best thing about Oasis was their split, but hardly it gets touched on in their documentaries. Well, I don't think I like to talk about it. ELP. Oh. Payne says, Crimson are opening for another band this year. Apparently Jack Shit said so. That's nice. I wonder who they're opening for. Take that. Coldplay, perhaps. Taylor Swift. Ah, I know. Kanye West. It's got to be. They're opening it up for Yeezy, aren't they? So he can come on and do Schizoid Man with them. I'd pay to see that. Just to laugh like a hyena throughout. Man who sold the world. Lulu's version's the best. Everybody knows that. Cushion says the 27-year-old in work had no idea of George Harrison. Exactly. I knew who George Harrison was at that age, and the Beatles were long split up before I was born. Because music is irrelevant. I've been warning you about this for years, and no one's listening. Music means nothing anymore. It's just for us old farts. You know, we still pay attention, and when we're gone, it's over. It is over. Because social media, TikTok, TikTok now is what music was for us as kids, and people don't see it. You know, YouTube culture is now what music was for us as kids. You know, there is no cultural relevance to music. A lot of our culture now is shaped by social media and memes from social media, and stuff like that. And it's going to get worse because as the fans die off and the record collections get pulped and sold off and reduced to recycling waste, that's it. That's the end. For I say, who remembers the top artists of the 1920s? Anyone? 1930s? 1940s? 50s? They've forgotten the 50s already. 60s? They've forgotten George Harrison. So there you go. And it's just going to get worse. Worse and worse and worse. Kevin says, too bad we didn't get it from Genesis to Revelation box set. Oh, there was one, wasn't there? There was one. Jonathan King released a box of shit. It's so it can fund his rape kits. No, there is one out there, but I'm buying it. Crinkle says, speaking of folk rock, as you mentioned, Simon & Garfunkel, do you think Bob Dylan's voice is extremely awful or just okay? Well, it wouldn't be Bob Dylan if he sang not like Bob Dylan. Look, it's like saying Jimi Hendrix is a bad singer, isn't it, really? That's not the point of it. Payne says, I hope Casey are opening for Yes. Nah, because Yes are playing all their albums back to back very slowly. Yeah, the gigs are going to be something like 4 days long. And they'll get longer as the tour goes on. Oh, very mean. I'm very mean. Andrew says, if Oasis reunite, maybe the Gallagher brothers will only play half the song. They're not getting back together, trust me. Payne says, what Carl Palmer said about Neil Peart was really odd. Well, you know Carl Palmer's a bit of a toe rag. Look what he's doing with ELP Legacy. He's taking a long hard piss over ELP's legacy. It's appalling. It's really bad. Ajax says Deep Purple did the 35th anniversary in rock, so they might not do a 50th. Well, you never know. Depends how much money's in it. It is over, absolutely. Payne says, basically he said that Neil did this, but he nicked it from me. Well, he could have been joking. I don't know. It might have been meant to be a, again, someone's humour might not translate, and yeah, it is a bit of an odd thing to say. But Palmer's an incredible egotist. They all were in that band, .983 says, yeah, all this physical media is just detritus now. It'll all end up in a fucking skip at some point along with ourselves. Well, exactly. And you've got, look, the way I'm looking at it is I might as well make a bit of money out of all this shit before it's worthless. Because there are some things in my collection that have been worth a lot of money and are now worth not a lot of money. And you see it, it kind of goes in cycles. It might go up again, but certain things go in and out of phase, in and out of flavour, in and out of time. You know, so you kind of got to box clever with collections. It's all right if you want to die with it. I personally don't want to die with my collection. I don't want to leave it to my people to clear up after I've gone. I want to leave a nice tidy desk, as it were. They can figure out what to do with the guitars. You know, they can always make those into firewood, can't they? And I think guitars value better than some records, don't they? But there you go. Oh, I don't know. Kevin says Mick Mason jokingly said he'd do Dark Side tour with just the drums. Palmer took it seriously. Well, you know. LP Legacy. He should have called it LP Legends, shouldn't he? Oh boy. Ajax says best artist of the 30s, Robert Johnson. Yeah, but go out on the street and say that. Oh dear. Oh boy. This is it. This is cult. This cult material now. There is no great. This is why classical music will always be remembered, because it just has a longevity about it. Because I don't know. It's just the universal nature of classical music, because it can be played by people other than the writer and the artist, if you know what I mean. Whereas I don't think in 100 years' time people are going to turn up to the Royal Albert Hall for, I'm going to go with King Crimson, for a night of King Crimson played by people dressed up like King Crimson. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You know, I don't think it's going to be a thing. You know, whereas classical music will always have, a user base, you know. Funny that, isn't it? Same with opera. Some things have never gone out of style. And those musical genres are a lot older, you see. Maybe it will. Maybe there will be a way of preserving it. Again, Queen, they've got official cover bands, and maybe when all the band members are dead, it'll be written into the will that officially sanctioned cover bands will roam the earth playing Queen hits and keeping it, the music alive. I can see that happening, but whether or not there'll be an audience, because half the rub is seeing the actual artist perform, isn't it? I have zero interest in cover bands. Like I said, I only support the Musical Box because it's more of a theatrical recreation than an actual cover band, because they do the show, if you know what I mean, rather than some guy with a dodgy Brian May wig coming on, being a bit overweight, sporting a moustache, mangling Crazy Little Thing Called Love. That's what you want to see, isn't it? You want to see that? Watkins says, I agree, a lot of guitars hold their value. Payne says, I'm off for a bit, dinner is served. Watkins says, Frank Sinatra, 1950s, some classic albums. Did he write all his own songs? Did he? He was just a singer though, wasn't he? He just used to sing. Electric Ladyland box set, that's already been done. They did that the other year. Actually, I've got a thing. I don't know if it's still the same price. Oh no, it's sold out. That's a shame. Oh, I should have bought that, but I ain't got any money, so I can't. Doesn't matter. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, nobody wants a Tool tribute band. It all sounds the same. Kevin says, those Beatle cover bands seem to do well for themselves. I don't care for them, but I've seen some. It's always well attended. Yeah, but, you've got to wait for all those Beatle fans to die. Look, when McCartney and Ringo are still going, right? There's still an interest. But when they're gone, when they do the hologram Beatles tour, and they're playing, the entirety of the White Album live, which they never did. Yeah, you get me. There'll be a gimmick, We'll see. We'll see. I'll be proven right. We'll see. Just give me time. Just give me time, all right? But no one's going around doing Bill Haley concerts, are they? No. Or the Shadows. I think what's his name? Hank Marvin retired, didn't he? But those bands, those big bands from the 50s. Yeah, you get Presley tributes in Vegas, but that's about it, really, isn't it? Hussey says Carl Palmer or Phil Collins on drums. I've never really liked Carl Palmer's technique. I always thought he was a bit overplayed. If you know what I mean? He's got no lightness of touch. It's always ba 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 ba. You know what I mean? Ryan says Liverpool Beatles Festival majority downscaled in size a few years ago. Reason given was fans are dying off. Thank you. Cushion says how about some toy albums for Music Go Round just to annoy Grumpy Fripp. Oh, I don't want to go there. She's got a box set out and there's some interesting stuff in there. I'd like to cover it, but I don't know. Because Fripp appears on the albums, doesn't he? On a couple of the albums. Oh, it's like, oh, really? Oh, God. Really? So I'm just going to keep away from it. Because, they've not got any right to do what they do. And if I was minted, if I had money, I would see them in court, and they know I'd see them in court. I'd say, serve me the papers. Come on, bring the papers. And we go to court over it. But the thing is they're never going to do it. And the problem with the way that YouTube is structured is people can take you down illegally, easily, and you've got fuck all recourse to anyone. I can't pick up a phone to YouTube and say, look, can you help me out with this? I tried that and they don't reply, and when they do reply, the dust is settled. Meanwhile, you've got automated emails telling you your channel's going to be deleted if you don't appeal everything, and I'm appealing everything and it's all being bounced back. So I think, fuck this, I don't need this stress in my life, delete. And that's where we're at. That is where we're at, and it's all about the YouTube ecosystem, the mechanisms. You come on here, you will get fucked. And if it ain't shitty little people like Robert Fripp and Declan Colgan fucking you about because they don't like what you're saying, because they got no balls, and they're sad little men with sad little lives who think what they do is important, and it ain't. You will be forgotten as soon as you're dead. You're done, you're toast, you're forgotten. Because what you've done is nothing in this world. You relied on one album to get through your career, and that's it. And when it's over, it's over. But they'll still be talking about Bowie, but they won't be talking about you. Wonderful stuff. Because you know why? You should have written more songs. Should have written more stuff. Should have done more stuff. You did very little stuff. More stuff that people can remember. And you ain't done that. You ain't done that. You did one album that people remember. One album that sold. The rest didn't sell. The rest of it had no impact. And that's how it goes. Funny that. Linda says, my favourite Frank Sinatra line from one of his songs, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. The theme tune for Married with Children. Yeah, there we go. Was it show? Where are we? I've lost the bloody thing now. 83 says, it's sad, I was really full of optimism 30 years ago. Now I just hope to die and leave no trace on this fucking planet. It's all dead and finished. Yeah, that's it really. You get to that point in your life when you realise you haven't achieved anything. It's terrible. I've been having lots of dark thoughts lately. Again, normally at the turn of the year I'm usually optimistic because I think, new year, what am I going to do? It's going to be something different. But this year I've been, at Christmas I was thoroughly depressed, and very dark thoughts, darker thoughts than I've ever had, and lots of not sleeping, and I'm trying to get myself back into some sort of shape. But you get older, you know that it's all been a waste of time, and it's sad, and that's it. It's all a waste of time because no matter how, I mean, again, I've tried hard with my life to be successful, you know, and you know, I had a career once, and you know, you get made redundant, so you do another thing, and then you think, oh no, I'll do something else, and then that gets kicked away from you, and you just carry on, and then, hey, guess what? Your son's disabled. You deal with this, and then you just get worn down, and it's only playing guitar and doing my silly, shitty little tunes that keeps me going, that makes me happy, because it's something I find difficult to do. And so when I do a song, I think, hey, that's good, that pleases me, off you go, and we do another one, and we keep creating, and we keep doing it, because somebody out there might enjoy it one day, you know, and that's the thing, it might change somebody else's life, it might make somebody else feel good, and then I've succeeded, and that's what gets me through. And of course my wonderful children, of course, wonderful children always delight me and surprise me in equal measures. But when you get to a certain age, especially with me, and I've not been very well, and I've got these health things that I should really go to the doctors about, but I'm not going to because I'm really prodded and poked. You think, you wonder, right, I'm gonna be 49 next month, nearly getting to 50. Sniper's Alley. I mean, Sniper's Alley, I could drop dead at any time. And so can all these old rockers. They could all do a near illness, couldn't they? Never wake up. But hey, you can be petty to the end, can't you, Fripp? Petty to the end. Yeah. But there you go. But you know, it's life. No one gets out alive. Anyway, that's miserable, isn't it? Hussey says the hologram Beatles tour will happen. It will. Just got to wait for Ringo, and who's going to go next, Ringo or Paul? Oh, are we allowed to talk about that? For someone says, I think cover bands are just a reason for old farts to have a night out. Indeed. Lenin says he can do the Shadows. Go on then. Be a Shadows tribute band. I like that. We need a Shadows tribute band. Watkins says Buddy Holly still gets coverage with theatrical shows. Yeah, but the Buddy Holly story, that's right. That used to run in the West End. I don't think it's been on for a while, but no, that's one way of keeping the legacy going. But whether or not it will stimulate record sales is another matter. It's just another night out, isn't it? But yeah, musicals. They've got musicals for everyone. Tina Turner, ABBA, Queen. Oh, can you imagine a Yes musical? Oh. A Siberian Patrol's coming. I'm just going to nip out for a piss. Ajax says, I watched Doc a few years ago about the Quo, and some bloke was showing his vinyl collection of hundreds of artists, but Quo was his fave. He found someone who melted the collection into a coffin. Yeah, that sounds about right. John Margarito says, an orchestra playing Mozart is a Mozart cover band. Not really. Not really. Because Mozart never played the tunes, did he? He had bands playing, because it's there's not a guy on stage with a big wig pretending to be Mozart. Or maybe there is. I don't know. Lenin says, will I review Bob Marley albums? Yeah, why not? Exodus. Stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. We're jamming. Hope you like jamming too. I know them all, you know. Know them all. Bibbo says the 50s, 60s is good jazz. Oh, don't talk about jazz. Oh, fuck. No one cares about jazz. Only fucking suits, music suits like fucking jazz. Oh. Hussey says, can I use the Grumpy Fripps as a band name? It also sounds like a euphemism for diarrhea. Oh, I got a bad case of the Grumpy Fripps the other day. Oh, my arsehole was stinging. Luna says, but Bruford thought 60s jazz was a joke. Whatever. That's not what I heard. But there you go. La 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 la. Exactly. You don't want to leave the. I read an article in the LA Times many years ago, 2005-ish, there was an interview with Laurie Anderson in it. So the missus was in America, picked up the LA Times, brought it back. So I'd read the interview with Laurie Anderson. So I read the interview with Laurie Anderson, but there was also this piece about record collections, large record collections. And I'm not talking, you know, a couple of racks of LPs and 45s. I'm talking about warehouses, environmentally controlled warehouses of record collections, and families desperate to get rid of them because they couldn't afford to keep them in storage because these were very valuable records, but nobody wanted them because they were too expensive and the collection was too big, and it was very interesting. There was a number of these families who their record collector in their family had died and they were entrusted with this collection, but they're at their wits' end what to do with it, because to divvy it up, to separate it would be awful, and an auction, nobody wanted it, and it'd go for a fraction of its actual value. So they were between a rock and a hard place, and you read that and think, oh, I should really start getting rid of some of this stuff, you know. I only keep the stuff I actually play and enjoy, you know. So, Crinkle says Harry's getting his own independence and he's time for a function of ports. Yeah, well, he's royal. What do you expect? Lenny's off to eat. Stogo says, if dark thoughts come, wait 3 days, the conclusion would be permanent. Thanks for that. Any opinions on Mars Volta? Overrated toss. If I turn 64, thanks. Thanks for the optimism, Lenny. Thanks. Bonzo's musical, absolutely. Down on Jollity Farm. Augusto says, I don't like cover bands. Nobody really does, do they really? Nobody likes them. Jazz. American Idiot, the musical's good. Yeah, I've seen some of that. Pink Floyd musical, everyone will nod off. Be boring, wouldn't it? Fasano says, how does Bob Marley like his donuts? With jam in. It's like that you know, if you go to a restaurant and order Oasis soup, you get a roll with it. I can do it too. Luna says, I got to go soon. I saw a documentary about Cambodian rock and roll which put me into tears, especially what happened to the artists. What, they split up due to musical differences, or were they split up? It's all a laugh. Luna says, imagine the Wall as a musical. No. No one's going to go and pay and see it. The Lamb as a musical, fuck off. No one's going to know what the fuck's going on. Oh dear. Well, I think we've come to, it's midnight. I think we've had a good old laugh. We've had a chuckle. We had a go at the DGM Corporation. So I'm happy. I think I put the knife in. Remember, folks, be careful what you do, because you never know when it'll bite you on the arse. And yeah, don't forget, Music Go Round is a thing. So subscribe if you want. You don't have to. I don't know. Do what you want. There's a link somewhere. There's a link. Go and find it. It's going to be brilliant. The Lamb could be a movie. No, it couldn't. No one would pay to see it. It could have been a movie in the 70s when you had experimental filmmakers like Jodorowsky who could have maybe tackled it. But no, it's past its sell-by date. It's over. It needs radically revising before most people will sit and watch it. You know. This is where you give too much credit to Genesis. No. You've got more chance of Duke the fucking musical happening. You don't want that to happen. Cushion's selling everything tomorrow. Even his clothes. He's going to be standing naked on the street corner. It's been too groovy, I think. Yeah, nighty night. Yeah, see you next time. Yeah, David Owen, he died on stage. No, he died on stage. Not that they didn't like him. He actually went, I'm done, and just died. He expired on stage. It's probably what he would have wanted. So there you go. Yeah, what a way to go out. Entertaining your folks. You know, entertaining your fans. You know. If that happens to Fripp, no one will notice. Because Jack shit will be playing all his guitar parts. Oh dear. Stay groovy. Yeah, we'll do this next time. Remember, folks, if you can't be good, be safe. And yeah, we'll do this all again next time. That's it. Ta-da. Or what we could do is we could do it over here and go, ta-da, reaction cam, ta-da.